classic. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, chat, this guy is cooked. Oh, pre-fire. Pop it open. Warming up those fingies. And now he's just not missing any shots? That can't be how that works. Moving on. Ooh, obelisk. And chimps in VR helmets. And a legally differentiated enough version of film score.
Game begin.
Off-seas, we've been around for about two to 3 years now. We started during the pandemic. We started with virtual tournaments, getting students, from across the province to be able to play together. One of our short-term and long-term goals has been to, provide an opportunity for an in-person event. We actually have teams coming from all over the province. Some of the other titles that we've supported through OFSI has been League of Legends, Smash Brothers, Valorant. So we of course have Rocket League. And our most recent one will be Minecraft Education. So we try to choose whatever title our players want to play. So as long as we have demand for a title, that's the title we go with.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You know the name and you know the voice. My name is Gareth, and I'm going to be here at the Conestoga College Waterloo campus, and I'm with Savvy, aka the Savster. How are you feeling coming into this match? You know, St. Clair is a huge rival to Conestoga. I don't think I need to tell you that. Are you nervous?
I wouldn't say I'm nervous. I do know that this is one of our tougher games going into the end of the season. So getting a win today is very important to us. And we've been getting better every week in scrims, so hopefully today that shows.
Fantastic. You've certainly been performing in a lot of the other games. You're 4-1 right now, and you are popping right off, being the highest damage, the highest kills, the highest first blood on your team. Do you have anything to say about that?
No, I just want to give credit to my team. While I might be fragging, they're doing the dirty work. They're sitting in the hill, playing bombs, making my life easy, so I appreciate what they're doing for me.
Well, that's fantastic. And one other thing I do want to ask you is, now that you're on the academy team, is tonight your chance to prove to everybody that you get to move back up to varsity?
No matter what, I give my best effort every game. Nice. So however people take that, then so be it. But no matter what, I'll give my best effort. So
100%. All right, man. And there's one final question. How many kills do you think you're dropping tonight?
Ooh, I'm kind of hoping to at least get 40 plus in map 1. So.
Okay, map 1. All right. Yeah. What about map 2?
Map 2 is a little bit more teamwork oriented. So as long as we win the match, then it doesn't really matter. I would, if anybody else pops off, I'm totally for that. So.
Okay, awesome. And then there's one final question. Are there any maps that you're worried about?
No, I think this is like a perfect map set for us. Maybe map 2 because it's dealership and nobody really has practice in dealership. But other than that, I think this is a great map set for us.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank you very much for coming out of the show, and I'll see you guys in game.
Welcome to competitive Call of Duty, a high-octane competitive shooter. In Call of Duty Esports, 2 teams of 4 players each compete across various game modes like Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, and Control. Each mode requires unique strategies, whether it's capturing objectives, planting and defusing bombs, or controlling specific areas of the map. Callouts are key, as movement is much quicker than strategy-based shooters like Valorant or Counter-Strike, so your enemies may change positions fast. Players join the lobby with set loadouts, including choice of kill streak. Get enough kills in a row, and you might be able to turn the tide with some extra firepower. While Call of Duty is a pretty straightforward game, you may hear a couple unfamiliar terms while watching. Let's go over a few of them. ADS, or aim down sights. This one's pretty straightforward. It's the act of looking through a weapon's sights or scope for improved accuracy. Jump shot. Jumping before or while in a gunfight to make your character harder to hit. Slide canceling. A technique to quickly chain together tactical sprints, allowing for faster movement and evasive maneuvers. Pre-firing. Shooting at a location where an enemy is expected to appear before they actually are there. Head glitch. When you stand behind an object that covers your whole body except for your head, making you a harder target for your enemy to hit. Drop shot. a move where a player drops to the ground while simultaneously firing their weapon, making them a harder target to hit. Wallbang, shooting through walls or other surfaces to damage or eliminate enemies. Keep an ear out for other terms, but hopefully this gets you ready to follow COD's fast-paced action.
Hola a todos, yo soy Angry, hoy estoy aquí con...
Ignacio.
Hey, hoy estamos viniendo el Call of Duty equipo de Conestoga College Academy en una serie de lo mejor de 5 contra Academy de St. Clair College. How was that?
Interesting.
All right, perfect.
Very good, very good.
Sweet. Well, hey, if you didn't catch that, no worries at all. My name is Gareth, and I'm going to be casting with...
YG.
All right, you can also call us Angry and Ignacio. We're going to be watching the Conestoga Condors square off against the St. Clair College's Academy team of Call of Duty in this best-of-5 series. We have a bunch of awesome maps planned for you, as you probably heard in that interview, as well as a whole bunch of awesome kills that we're probably going to be lining up. YG, when it comes to Call of Duty, what are you hoping we're seeing tonight?
Now, I'm hoping to see some high octane, some fast pace from our boys tonight. Just to see a fun match. Just our enemy is St. Clair College.
Yeah, honestly, it's a pretty big rivalry. We touched on it in the interview, but I don't think a lot of people understand how big this rivalry is. I'm pretty sure this goes back to the very first games that Conestoga has ever played. Historically, we've usually lost to St. Clair, but I'm really hoping that this year we're able to turn it around and take the cake.
Yeah, for sure. They've always been on the back. Just have to be ready to take it home.
Well, hey, speaking of beating down St. Clair, let's see who's going to be doing the beating. Let's go over to our rosters. We have 4 formidable players, but we're only going to be talking about 3 of them for now. We've got Wrench right there on the right, or on the left. We've got Savvy almost in the middle, and then we've got T almost in the middle as well, and Taylor on the right, but we'll get to him later. So out of these 3, again, aside from Taylor, what are you thinking, or who are you thinking is going to be the best?
Savvy's usually, that entry frag, he gets it locked down, but out of those players, T is very impressive with that AR.
Yeah, and you know what? I was actually going to talk about T as well, actually, not to spill the tea or anything, but he was telling me a little bit before that the reason why him and Savvy are so good together is because Savvy's out there, he's killing everybody, but T's blocking the spawns, and that's what really makes this team shine, is just that synergy that they have.
Yeah, for sure. T, his power blocking those spawns, that secondary AR is just too good. He's too nasty with it. Just clears it up.
100%. And actually, we're going to take a little bit of a backtrack to the players. You've played Call of Duty a fair bit, haven't you?
Yeah, I would say that.
All right, awesome. So what kind of gun are you usually running?
I'm usually running the Jackal, aka what Savvy's running, which is the meta SMG for the game.
Okay. And have you gotten nearly as many kills as Savvy has on that thing?
No, nowhere near. Savvy would absolutely world star me if I were to verse him, but yeah, he's insane. The Jackals look good.
Well, hey, man, let's take a look at the rosters now, and we'll see where we're standing. I think we're pretty darn good, I'm not going to lie, at our rosters here. Yeah, exactly. When it comes to the Condors, we're soaring pretty high, 4-1 right now, but we're hoping to see a 5-1 tonight. But a little bit ago, we were saying that we're going to ignore Taylor. Now it's time for him to have the spotlight.
Hello, my name is Taylor McVitie, also known as Taylor MC, and I am a Condor. I am a part of the production team at Condors Esports. Currently, I am studying esports and event media production at Conestoga College. The reason I picked this program is because I've always enjoyed following esports and the behind the scenes of all these teams, creating content. There's nothing special behind my gamer tag. It's simply just my first name with the first 2 letters of my last name. I used to have a few numbers attached to the end, but when I joined the Condors, I just dropped the numbers. Esports to me is being able to compete at the highest level. It doesn't matter what game you're playing in. For the most part, it can be considered an esports. A lot of the esports I more follow are team-related games, and the reason I love them is because it's not up to one player to win the game for you. You have to work as a team. You win as a team or lose as a team. I did not know that the school had Condors Esports, so it was very surprising to me, and I joined the Discord. A little bit later that day, I started to get a message from a gentleman named Potsy. I didn't know who he was, but he was claiming to be starting the Call of Duty program at Condors Esports. He asked me to try out for the team, and I actually said no at the beginning. Going a little bit down, I think it was around mid-October, I got another message from Potsy saying, hey, can you sub in for one of our matches, as they needed a substitute? And I agreed to it. I played that match and I kind of fell in love with it. I instantly was like, you know what? I want to be a part of this team. And that's when I kind of got my first starting position with the Condors Esports on their academy roster. And since then, I've kind of been addicted, and being a Condor is wonderful. You know, we have such a great community here at Conestoga College. I love every second of it since I've joined. I get to meet new friends every year. I get to work with new colleagues every year and get to build the Condors brand to a higher level each and every year. I've been a part of it.
Thank you very much for the interview, Taylor. See, we told you we'd get to him in just a little bit. But now, let's take a look at the NACE standings. Like we were saying before, Conestoga is very high up on the ladder, being 4-1, only dropping a map to Kaiser.
Yeah, no, the boys have been looking amazing this season. They've just been taking it all. Just a little bit of a slip against Kaiser, but I am sure they're going to try to take that back today from the Saints.
100%. And actually, what's interesting is that St. Clair, the people that we're facing tonight, they dropped, well, obviously they're 4-2, but one of the people that they won against was Kaiser. So maybe they know something that we don't. Do you think that's the case?
Nah, I just think that the boys had a little bit of an off night that night. You know, that math doesn't never really work.
You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah.
And hey, you know what? I think we've actually got something in the banks for tonight that's going to catch, I mean, basically any team off guard. I'm not going to lie. But we'll get to that a little bit later. Something else we do want to mention is that Cumberland University, another one of Conestoga's biggest rivals, is currently 5-0 in the scene. So they're doing very good. Obviously, everyone's lost to them. But yeah, honestly, one of the things that we're hoping to avoid is the Chargers situation, who are currently sitting at 0-7. You know, sometimes you have rough years. Thankfully, we're not having a rough year ourselves. Unless... Nah. I don't think any of these players are dropping the ball. I think we're all certainly very good, and I think we're actually all a team of veterans, honestly. Aren't we? Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of our players, they have been together since, I believe, last year, if not longer.
Yeah, no, I think T might be one of our newest additions this semester here at the Condors, but yeah, Taylor and Savvy. Been here for a long time.
Yeah. Taylor and Savvy are the true unks. On the varsity team, we've got Neb as the true unk. You know, he's been there for like 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, he's been there since day one. But hey, let's actually get into the game and start talking about the maps. One of the things that I think is really going to catch our opponents off guard is dealership. I mean, do you even know what that map is, YG?
Yeah, no, I don't usually see him on rank rotation.
Yeah, well, you know, Hacienda Hardpoint, that is our patented classic Conestoga map. We always run the Hacienda Hardpoint. Honestly, it's one of our comfort maps. And I was talking to Taylor, actually, before this one, and he was saying that they were doing some dealership, you know, practice, and they were looking like strangely good on the weekend, and that's the only reason why we're seeing it here. So if they pop off again tonight, there's a really good chance we could see it again. Otherwise, it might just be a one-off.
Yeah, one-off is always good, you know, trying to catch your rivals with something they will never see before.
Honestly, something they're probably going to be seeing, though, is the couple other Vault games. And, I mean, if we really, really need to, we have, what is it called? I believe it's not Control Point, S&D on not the call center, the last map, whatever it was, you saw it. And yeah, honestly, we're hoping that this series is going to be one of our best. We're hoping to get to that 5-1 status so we can finally reach number 1 potentially, if not number 2, right next to Cumberland.
Yeah, for sure. The boys are trying to just lock it down against the Saints. We're pretty strong on our Hacienda. We have never seen this dealership out of them.
Nope, we certainly haven't. And actually, some other things that Taylor told me that might be of interest is that he knows 2 of the players. Yes, we have Zaran, who is apparently very close to Taylor in terms of skill level, and Santi, who is also very close to one of our other players, Savvy. So if there's 2 Savvies running around the map, expect a lot, and I mean a lot, of kills.
Yeah, for sure. That's us again. Our entry fragger, our main submachine gun. He takes the fight to them, and he brings the heat with him.
He's probably one of the most aggressive players we have. I think if we had to compare him to really anyone, it would have to be Mince on the varsity team.
Yeah, for sure.
You've seen Mince play. What is his play style? You know, describe that to our audience here.
Playing against Mince, I had the chance to play against him at our tryouts. It is like getting hunted by a lion.
Yeah.
He is on you. He shoots you. He takes you down so fast, and he's already on your face in the next 10 seconds. It's like you're reaching out for air, but there's none. He gives you no space for it.
Hey man, well that's great. Let's hope that Savvy is going to be doing the same thing. I have a feeling he is because, as some quick stats for heading in there. Again, you sure heard this in the interview, but I just want to bring it up again because it's so dang amazing. That is, he's the first one, like first on his team in terms of damage, in terms of kills, in terms of first bloods. He is everything. And actually, what's also really cool is his average damage and average kills is actually above some of the varsity players. Like this guy is no joke, and I'm hoping that he's able to pop off tonight. He was saying he's going to drop a 40K. I'm hoping we see a 2,000K. You know, I want him to just go above and beyond on this goal, and I'm hoping that the boys can back him up tactically.
Yeah, for sure. So again, he's insane. He tries to do his best. Again, he'll never bring anything but 100% to the map. In the server, he is the leader, and he just brings it all. He wants it all.
And I think he's going to be getting it tonight. So heading into the games, well, we will be at some point. When we actually head into the games, what do you think is something that we're going to be seeing here? You know, have you been able to listen in on their comms? Any new strategies that they're working on aside from the dealership?
No, I don't know about the other strat. Like their Hacienda is a pretty standard Hacienda. You know, you have Taylor being just blocking everything. T blocking their spawns, Savvy and Wrench just tearing them apart, just all over the place. I think they play a pretty standard set of COD, but what I will see is them bringing the hype, getting hype for it. They want it. They're hungry.
And I think we're going to be bringing the hype too. You know, we're going to be getting loud over here, so don't be afraid to get loud at home, because if you want a time to celebrate, now is going to be that time. I believe we're midway through the series so far. And if we're able to get one of the top seeds, I think it's going to make the rest of the series a lot easier going into the next year. Or, well, I mean, the rest of this year as well as next year. But yeah, honestly, when it comes to these players, do you know if they play any other games? Or is it all just Call of Duty every day, all day?
I do know that Savvy and Taylor dabble in the Counter-Strike.
Oh, okay, okay, fair enough.
Counter-Strike.
I'm surprised, though. You know, Counter-Strike is a very slow game, especially compared to Call of Duty, eh?
Yeah. I think maybe because like Counter-Strike is like the fastest of its kind in a sense. Valorant feels sluggish when you play Counter-Strike, yes.
Okay, see, I thought it would have been the other way around, because like in Valorant, you've got all these abilities and stuff, but you know, in Counter-Strike, you don't really. Right?
Yeah.
But hey, anyway, I know there's abilities in Call of Duty, and we talked about it a little bit in the video, but do you know what kind of kill streaks these players like to run?
I believe that for this competitive, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're only allowed to use a cruise missile.
Okay, yeah, no, that checks out, actually. Never mind. Do you think we're going to be seeing a lot of cruise missile strikes here?
It's a little hard, but if somebody were to get it, it has to be Savvy. That 7-man kill streak is...
It's hard to keep up, as you were saying, but man, is it ever worth it. It basically guarantees a free point, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, usually can get 4 Ps instantly if you use it right.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, hey, let's get to the games without further ado. You know, we're talking a lot about it. Let's see what these players have in store, and let's see what our enemies have in store as well.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a fun one.
So obviously, just as a quick refresher, we're going to be starting off with Hacienda and in hard points, and we'll see where we'll see what side we're getting on. We'll see. I think the first map, like a lot of other games, you know, you just want to feel out what your opponent's doing, how they react to certain situations. Yeah, we'll see if we see any cruise missiles here. I don't know if we're going to be seeing it right off the bat, but if we did, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be amazing to see. Cruise missile is always hype. You know, it just changes the title of a game completely if saved. You don't always have the top pop right away.
What do you think the site that they're going to go for? Are they more A players or B players?
I mean, it's hard point, so the first hill, P1, starts right in the middle. So we'll see how they do.
Yep, fair enough. And you know what? With that, they are off. St. Clair going to be starting over by Jeep, and the Condor is going to be starting over on the other side of the map. First bullets are going to be ripped as well, but no first blood, with Wrench slowly getting onto the point, making sure that St. Clair cannot attack from any angle. First blood does get drawn, and now things are slowing down a teensy tiny bit.
Yeah, for sure. Right here, Savvy, you already gained the first blood. Taylor blocking our open, getting the pick. Can he find one?
Now, he does get a couple picks, but in that commotion, St. Clair was able to get some points onto the fountain. But now, Savvy's going to be hunting in lobby and gets a 2-piece.
Yeah, Savvy already 4K, 4-0. Taylor holding everything. Savvy flanking from Car, looking to pick up from Rock. Gets
bummer.
picked off on Rock.
Just 3 kills off of that cruise missile, but that's okay. St. Clair could be getting back onto the point, but already starting to rotate towards P2.
Yeah, they have to get it. They lost way too much lead on that P1. Now Savvy cleaning up. Can he find another? No, he cannot. Will fall.
Not quite. Wrench going to try to continue the play, though. He's got to try to play around Lambo. Can he find it? They are proning. He does manage to find it, but he gets stunned, and he actually wins the gunfight. What?
I don't know how he pulled that off. There was 2 players on him, and he is still standing. The Condors hold the point.
And Savvy here blocking the rotates as well. Manages to find one. Blood in the water, and he's hungry for more. Gets the 2-piece in the lobby for absolutely nothing. Man, what a player.
Absolutely. That Saints trying to find here. Wrench gets picked off, but Taylor cleans up. Can he find the second?
Oh.
Just holding it off. The Condors just taking every point from this hill. Side stairs, getting flanked. Taylor will fall.
Savvy almost managing to get the cruise there. Did need some help from Wrench to clean up the play, but now I think P3 is going to be coming in over near that fence post, if I'm not mistaken, and people are going to be starting to rotate. So Savvy's maybe going to get another couple cheeky kills from these rotates. Might be hanging around plats to see if he can stack the kills.
He finds a kill on top stairs, gets flanked from office. Unlucky, but Wrench takes control of Rafter. We have control of the entirety of the 2nd floor, but we lose office player. Savvy trying to get a fight onto P3, gets pushed off while T just takes up and contests the hill.
Nice, yeah, and we're seeing Savvy starting to rotate over. Manages to find frags as well in the building, and T getting a double there too. The trophy system's down, so they're going to need to be a little bit careful with their tacks. But overall, I think Conestoga's got this hard point on lock with almost all the players running around there, with Savvy just making sure to pick up some stragglers of St. Clair.
Yeah, getting a shot from Rafter right now. They're just trying to take all of it. Currently contesting. Savvy falls. Sandwich. Can T get a refrag? Unlucky. The Saints will get the last couple seconds of this hill as Conestoga starts setting up for Rock, P4.
Yeah, I mean, they do rotate a little bit early, which does forfeit some of the points, but they're able to secure so much space that, honestly, I think it's worth it. They're going to have to be careful of Jay Will, who's going to be playing in Lambo. Honestly, it's a hard angle to clear because the heady.
Yeah, the heady's a little hard to clear, but Savvy finds a flank. Now, all the players from St. Clair posted up towards mid and Rock. Can we find a cleanup? Only 2 players remain on the hill. Can we get the cleanup?
Great pinch as well. They were able to push out St. Clair from those double doors, from the double door areas, and now they're going to be pushing into Rock. They want to get rid of the trophy system, but there's 2 players sliding around. Wrench gets caught by a player that was flanking, and now Savvy's going to have to try and come in and try to finish up the play. Unless, no, they don't want to sack it right now. Savvy's going to be hopping up from drop and finds a kill on double doors, and now Condors are starting to slide into the point.
Yeah, now we have the point. St. Clair spawning out. They were going to try to touch his last point. Savvy falls on top mid here. Taylor gets the re-clear, completely holding this last couple seconds from the point. P1 back online in 3 seconds.
He's going to have to be careful, though, because there's a couple people that are looking to hunt him, but it doesn't matter. He's the king of open, and he's able to get the kill. Might be finding the kill on close as well. On closed. There we go. That's a 2-piece.
Nice shots from Wrench here. Can T find his close range? Nice kill on Rafter. Our close is taken, but Taylor on the bomb site.
Back to Fountain, though. P1 yet again for another 40 seconds, and the Condors are already there. To the credit of St. Clair, they did manage to tie it up quite well, and T finds another one for the road. Might be finding 2 here as another person slides into his crosshairs, and the Condors are able to pick up the play.
It is Savvy cleaning up. He wants it. Falls. Taylor comes for a reclear on our open. Gets the kill. Can he clear bomb site? One more behind it. Can he find it? No. But
there
T
we
gets
go.
re-clear. Nice.
Right, good stuff from the Condors already. You see the rotations coming in. They're thinking ahead. They're managing to stay on top of the game, and that's half of the battle when it comes to Call of Duty, is making sure that you have the rotations on lock and getting these cheeky kills when you can find him. T picking up 1, might be picking up 2 as he's playing around truck. Takes out the pistol, but gets popped.
Savvy clears the hill. Lambo, only 1 player remaining in it. Sadly, he falls. Wrench, can he find a kill on outside? Unlucky. The Condors spawning in to the hill. Can we get the clear on stairs here?
Yeah, we got some really good spawns here, so we should be able to use our numbers to our advantage. And TMC with the advanced game knowledge turns around at the right time, managing to pick up a double kill as Savvy's left to hold down the point with the other boy in white and gold. Oh, and Wrench manages to lose it, though. Great job from St. Clair for managing to clear the space with such formidable opponents on their hands. Taylor going to try to pick up the play, manages to get 1, and now T's going to have to try and finish it, but the heady's too much to deal with. And now Wrench is going to have to try to find the lurker outside. find it in time, throws the tack. Oh, and he gets the kill!
Shot from Wrench to hold down this hill. Amazing work. Savvy gets the kill. The Saints forced to rotate towards P3. They have nothing to do towards Lambo.
And Savvy's already there. He's looking for some free headshots. Managed to find one, but he looks a little too long. T managing to pick up slack, though.
2. Can he pick up 3? Unlucky. It's okay. Continues. Taylor on the hill. 2 players hunting him. Can he find one? Taylor gets
yes, he
one.
Can he find 2, though? He's going to have to drop the trophy system and get his gun out. Can't quite do it in time, unfortunately. Now Wrench is going to have to shoot through the fence. Use his gamer sense. Oh, but he gets caught instead.
Savvy gets the refrag on that. All the entirety of the Saints spawning into this P3. Savvy will try to block a rotate from office. Gets the kill. Top stairs is for the Condors.
Oh, there we
gets
go.
a 2-piece. Can he hold the spawn?
Oh,
No.
not quite. Now Wrench might be looking to pick up the plays. He's got a really good angle on P3. Gets one, and now he's got to look through Shed to find another. Unless Taylor comes in. Unless they're going to be rotating already.
Yes, they're giving up P3.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow,
just
okay.
rotating towards P4 already. Savvy getting close. Nice and personal. The stun coming in. Can he find a Saint Killer player?
Not quite. Throws the tax, but it's not quite enough. Although, you know what? I do actually like this setup. They do forfeit a good chunk of points, but it guarantees that they have all 4 players on the new hard point when it's ready. So low-key, pretty worth. Wrench able to, almost able to find a kill through double doors. Now Taylor's got to try and finish up the play. Gets 1. Can he find 2? Takes out the pistol. Grabs the second one. That's how we do it. Now the Condors are back defending with about a 20-point lead.
Yeah, very good job from the boys here. Staying composed. Taylor not letting anything escape him. Man disadvantage, it doesn't matter. This man will lock it down.
You're absolutely right. The only thing is that St. Clair actually has some really good spawns as a couple players come from checkers, and now T, he knows someone's there. Something's tingling his spidey senses. He can't quite find it. He gets shot from behind, and now Wrench might have to try and pick up the play, but Taylor is going to be found near double doors. Can't quite win his gunfight either, and now things are starting to swing in the way of St. Clair.
Yes. It's Wrench trying to find 2 kills here. The boys have to stay composed. Yeah, can't give the spawns, but they clear out all of St. Clair.
Oh, there we go. Nice. And the hard point's already moving on. Time flies fast when you're having fun, and Condors are already right at Fountain, able to secure the next few points. And Savvy's got a cheeky angle cooking up here. Gets 1. Find 2 if he turns around. There we go, Savvy. Now can he find 3?
Taylor down. Can he find the
Yes, sir, he can.
Nice shot.
Now, is there going to be 4? Do I see 4 here? No, not quite yet. But T might be finding one of his own as he has to defend the hard point from a very hard point, being very out in the open from window there. Open to multiple angles, but he finds 2 anyway.
Nice shots from T here to hold the hard point. Just coming in. The boys, Savvy, just coming in around our close. Just gets 1. Can he find a second on the hill? Clears it. Gets traded. Wrench is already on the hill, though. The Condors will live out this hard point.
Yeah, they're living it out, and they've only got about 50 points left, which is great news if you're the Condors. If you're the Saints, though, you might want to start sweating. 5 seconds left until the point. I think at this point they just want to sack it and move on. TMC going to be hunting. There we go. Gets 1. Can't quite find the second, but they know where everybody is now. Savvy playing from checkers. He might want to dip into water, but he gets 1 kill. Can he find 2? Throws the tack.
Trophy system blocks it.
Yeah, he knows it's there. Oh, but the trophy system cannot block bullets. And Savvy manages to find a kill, and he finds a 3rd kill. And now he might be finding 4, potentially seeing that cruise missile coming in hot as the Saints are going to be spawning on the other side of the map, which is great news for Conestoga. Gives them a lot of tempo that they need.
Great shots from Savvy. He now switches over to the AR. His SMG is out of bullets.
It's a rough situation, but when in doubt, pull out the pistol.
Yeah, no. And his SMG just being out of bullets just means this man is a running riot, killing everybody, holding the site. Gets another. Wrench clears it.
Come on, Wrench. Can he find 2? Has to play around the Lambo. A little bit of ring around the rosy, but it does get picked up by the Condors. And now the Conestoga only needs 10 points to go. But I don't think they're going to be able to get it off this hard point, so they're going to need to start rotating over. And we can see St. Clair has the same idea. Savvy, look to the left. Yeah, right there. Follow him. Get him.
Nice
there we go.
Shot from Savvy. Can he clear the one on the hill? If he gets it, he might be able to get the 7 points remaining.
I think, oh, not quite. But he does know where they are now. Wrench already on the point. Taylor going to be following close behind. Shoots through the fence, but he can't quite find it.
Nice shot. The Condors are on. 5 seconds left.
Come
4.
on, buddy. Let's go. 4 points remaining. Gets
Taylor
1 kill.
Clears.
Taylor gets the 2K. Let's go.
Nice shot from Taylor, and the
Oh,
Condors
he goes
close
down,
it
but it's
out.
absolutely
Nice
worth it.
stuff.
Fist bumps around for the boys and us here at the casting desk. You start fist bumping at home. That's a 194 to 250 in favor of the Condors. Map number 1 is ours. Whew. And now here, let's take a look at some of the best plays this match.
Yes, of course, it just has to be. Hacienda is just such a good map for the boys here. They're rotate holding. T just getting in.
Oh.
Savvy, look at him. Look at him go. Just taking them apart. He was way too ready.
Fantastic. Let's take a look at the damage. Whoa, Savvy with a 3.9k damage, 37 kills. That's pretty tough to top.
Yeah, no, Savvy, he was pretty close with his estimation
Yeah,
of his
he
kills.
was.
37 kills, only 3 off.
Very, very close. We'll see if he gets it on this next map because, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be Search and Destroy. Well, I mean, let's be honest. It's Search and Destroy, so he's probably not going to be getting all the kills in the world, but it is going to be on a newer map, so we'll see if that also throws our opponents off guard. And if it does, we're only going to be needing one more map win in order to take the series in a clean 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, for sure. Being able to take dealership might be the nail in the coffin for the Saints. That double vaults might be deadly.
I mean, yeah, I know we're really good at vaults. Have you seen a lot of St. Clair's activity on the vault?
No, I have not seen it. I just have that much confidence in the boys.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like a double vault might just be too much for the Saints to handle.
Hey, no doubt. We are very confident when it comes to the vault, especially, and also Hacienda as well. But hey, we'll see where it goes. But I just want to talk about that last game because I love what we're seeing already. There were a couple times in some earlier weeks when we were going up against St. Clair, and they were just beating us on the rotates. They were always thinking at least 1 point ahead, and it was our downfall. So I'm so glad to see the boys today able to make that adaptation and start using that strength against St. Clair.
Yeah. The boys, like, even when the 2 of them fell, they like, you know what, guys, let's take a moment, cut off their respawns, and now the players on the hill are thirsted. There's no help coming in for them.
100%. And honestly, I really love what they did near the end of the map, near the end of end of the match. Sorry, they were able to block off the spawns, and that allowed them to get onto Lambo so much easier, getting the spawns around the Jeep area, and it just gives them so much tempo, so much free space to play with, and kills matter so much more, especially if you're spawning at such a disadvantage.
Yeah. Also, just like a shout out to Taylor. That last play,
yeah.
jumping into the hill with an AR against 2 subs. Insane work from him. That 2-piece to secure the hill and the game.
Yep, and I mean, hey, even if they didn't win the game off that, it was a great hero shot for Taylor. But one thing I'm a little bit worried about, if we do take the next one, you know, as Taylor always says, you can't win a reverse sweep without losing the first 2 maps.
Yeah, you're totally correct about that. You gotta stay focused, you know.
Yeah,
you cannot get
absolutely.
like, oh, we're beating them 2-0.
Yeah, exactly. Stay focused. Let's keep a cool head. I think that Savvy is probably one of the most locked-in players on the team. Look at that death stare he's got. Same with Taylor. Oof.
They're too locked in. They're smelling blood in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
water, and they are sharks.
Yeah, yes, they are. You know, a lot of people are saying, I got the lion in me, they got the sharks, you know.
Yep.
They're here, and it's either sink or swim, and boy, oh boy, can they ever swim.
Yeah, for sure. These guys are way too locked in. I'm actually so impressed. Like, T just kept up straight up with Taylor. Like, in kills, I'm pretty sure they're pretty even, 23 and 22.
Oh, yeah,
between the 2 of
something
them.
around there. But one thing I'm also very impressed with is actually their ability to play around the points. We saw it a lot on that rock point, I believe that's P2, where they were just, you know, dancing right around it, able to dodge so many bullets. It was like we were watching The Matrix 3.0. It was fantastic, and I'm hoping that we can see more of that in this one, because in Search and Destroy, you don't get to come back. So it's like one mistake, and you are done, D-O-N-E, for the rest of the round.
Yeah, no, Search and Destroy is very punishing, especially for a lot of COD players. It's very hard to do sometimes. Like, you're usually used to, oh, yeah, I'll die, I'll respawn.
Exactly, yeah. You have to be a little bit more careful in this one. But, hey, let's stop yakking about the strategies and start seeing the strategies as we head into game number 2, Search and Destroy on Dealership.
Should be a fun one.
All right, do you think we're starting on attack or defense here?
I do not get an idea, but I would hope for an attack. I think every time I play Dealership, I would like to attack first. I do not know how they feel about it.
Fair enough. Well, I think we'll be defending first, as it looks like St. Clair has. He's going to be on the offensive, as we see a 2-stack over towards the A site. French.
What? Player 4 here, Frags, just holding the A rotate. No push can come in. The Saints just going for a 3-man push onto the B site.
Yeah, looks like Conestoga read them quite well, as they're going to be sending a 4-stack over towards the B site. You know, Zarin has the bomb, but he's not quite planting it. I feel like it's very hard to plant. Taylor throws attack, but it doesn't quite land.
gets stunned himself. Can he find one? Savvy gets the opener.
There we go, Taylor. That's bomb. Hold that angle and start praying. All right. The round just got significantly harder as St. Clair only has one member remaining, with Wrench getting a couple kills to his name. All right, we'll see. Okay, and now they know where he is. What's his name? Jay Will threw a few bullets into the back of Wrench, but he didn't quite get the kill. And now,
beautiful work from the boys here. They just held out. You know, they waited. They did not let Frags get any value from that anchor hold towards the A side of the map, and now T
there we go.
cleans it up.
Right into T's crosshairs, and they did manage to plant the bomb. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, they weren't able to break the solid defense of Conestoga. But hey, great first round. I think that shows a lot of what we're going to be capable of on Dealership.
Yeah, no, the great work from the boys. Taylor gets that opening two-piece. Wrench clears out another, and T stays composed and gets a last.
Yep, absolutely. You know, just making sure to close out that round. Even though he might not have been the flashiest person in that round, I think it was definitely necessary. Because you never know. 1v4s happen all the time.
Yeah, 1v4s are detrimental, especially for your mental after you clean them out, and a guy just takes you apart. It can be very bad for you.
Yes, it can. But hey, thankfully we did win it. And of course, first to 6 rounds, and we've already got 1 point on the board. Now the birds are initiating the beatdown.
Yep. Let's see what the strategy here is on the attack. Are they passive or are they aggressive? Let's see.
I think they're going to be pretty aggressive because you already saw in defense they were also quite aggressive. And now imagine that they have the bomb. But a great stun delay from St. Clair. T in a bit of a rough spot. Unfortunately, can't win the gunfight. Savvy gonna have to try and pick up the kill. Can't quite find it though.
Oh, gets one. Savvy clears one. Oh no, never mind. He didn't clear one. He let the 1 HP. Unlucky.
Okay. All right. You know what? Reverse flawless.
Yeah.
Okay. St. Clair's got some heat. Maybe they weren't as off guard as we thought.
Yep.
As Frags gets the final kill of this round right into Savvy. Caught him while he was reloading. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, I wonder if that was a set play from the boys. 4-man running through the same staircase. It was a little off.
Yeah.
But, hey, they read it. Let's reset, come back into this, get another sweep here.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. We swept St. Clair the first time they went on attack. Let's see if we can do it again. Yeah, honestly, I just hope we can learn from that first round for the Condors. I mean, I really do love running 4 people in one place, but it is very dangerous, especially when a stun grenade is lined up.
Yeah. The Saints is coming in 3 men towards the A site, while Frags, again, holds the rotates from mid. Can Wrench find one, or will he get picked off?
And we're seeing Zeren with the bomb once again, trying to make it onto this A site, but Wrench is, like we were saying, able to hold this off. Oh, but not when the grenade blows up 17 cars on the block. And now Savvy's the last alive, 1v3. Is it doable?
Oh, Taylor gets one. Can he find one more? 2v1 against Taylor. Opens the door. Can he find another? Rotates around. It's a little low. Can he?
Oh, not quite. No Caught isolation. In the smoke. But hey, it was a great try nonetheless. Maybe St. Clair was playing a lot of Dealership before this.
Yeah, maybe they got the read.
Maybe. Maybe this was the play for them. Maybe they were also thinking, hey, nobody plays Dealership. We'll play this too. It actually worked out in their favor. Taylor unfortunately caught with his pants down as J. Will was sneaking around in the smoke. St. Clair's going to take round number 3, but let's see who takes round number 4 with the Condors back on attack.
Yeah, I see the change of strategy here from the boys. I do not think we're going to see the same thing unless they hit the, double down. And it seems like it's going to be a double down towards the A side.
Let's go. That's what we like to see. All right, boys, let's show them what we practiced. And St. Clair might actually have the wrong read as they send 3 people towards the B site. And poor Frags might be left on his own. But the rotates are coming out now. And they're playing things slow.
Yeah, might be trying to bait it out. Taylor just playing outside, trying to play with their minds, just letting them go crazy. Just trying to bait out that push from the Saints. Taylor gets picked off, unfortunately. T, can he find the refrag? The nade coming in. No connection. He is stuck behind a car now. 3 players of the St. Clair just trying to hunt him down right now. T gets shot, doesn't find it yet.
No, not quite. Frags could be looking for a bit of a flank, though. He's kind of off to the side as the remaining members of St. Clair are trying to hold this down as T rains bullets down on him. But honestly, I'm not seeing a pivot into the B side, which is interesting. T makes contact, but doesn't make a kill.
Yeah, a little unlucky there from T. I was so sure he was going to find it. But the boys are running out of time here. The pivot coming late, and St. Clair's sticking to the A bomb site. They will get this bomb down, unless Frags has something to say about it.
And we'll see if he does have something to say about it. Currently, he's got the right read, as he's the only member of St. Clair who's actually on the B bomb site. But he did give up his position, and now Wrench might be able to get a nice plant down. He does, so the round's going to be extended to another 40 seconds. But is that going to be enough to get the win?
Savvy pre-fires T, trying to find the connection, cannot go. Look at Savvy
Stun
going
goes
for
out,
the
but
long
it goes
flank.
wide. No, Frags with the 5K. And now I think they're going to be able to defuse the bomb unless they just can't find it. But I think they found it.
I think they found it.
Oh.
Unlucky for the boys.
Very
3-1.
unlucky. All right, no worries. There's 6 rounds to win, and St. Clair's only halfway there. That's okay.
Yes.
There are tons of time to turn it around, tons of time to figure out and readjust. Do you think we're going to be getting the coach stepping in here? Maybe he's cracked the code?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But St. Clair's playing so disciplined. They're playing so far back. They're giving us nothing. You saw the boys trying to hold those angles, expecting a push. St. Clair did nothing. They waited. They know they're on the defensive. They have to wait. They have to come for us.
Hey, very true. You know, we were seeing that with the B bomb side. No, with the A bomb side as well. They were holding that car angle for like a solid 30 seconds, even after after the Condors completely cut noise. So yeah, like you were saying, great discipline from them. But we'll see if they have that same discipline on attack, as they're going to be rushing towards A side as well. With Taylor, unfortunately, going to be finding all 4 members of St. Clair right up in his business.
Let's see, can Taylor find one? Makes a lot of connection and damage, but no kills again. Frags posted up in the back, watching the flanks. The pivot call might be coming in for St. Clair, leaving towards B.
be.
It's a fake. He's just pulling the Condors in. Just coming all the way over to the B bomb site. Can Savvy hold this bomb site by himself? 2 players coming to him.
I think he's got it, though. He's looking the wrong way, but he's got the right idea. If he just turns to the left a little bit, there we go. Spidey senses are tingling. Finds one. Can he find? Yes, he can! And the bomb goes down. Good stuff from Savvy as he's able to hold down the fort. Has to back up to regen, but now St. Clair's in a very tough spot, as they only have 1 member remaining, and they don't have the bomb.
Amazing work from Savvy. The 2Ps, 1 set of HP. He didn't even have time to heal.
No, he didn't. It was a fantastic play by Savvy, and I honestly think that just won us the round here. But anything can happen in 17 seconds, but it has to happen fast. But T is faster.
Yeah, T is way faster than him. Savvy keeping it down, locking it down, staying composed, staying towards the B bomb site, hearing the door open, clears the 2 players out.
Yep. Oh man, we got to see that one again. That one has to be in the clip highlights for the stream there. If it's not, I'm gonna be really sad. But anyway, we'll see if the Condors can tie it up, as now St. Clair is going to be back on the defense. Let's see if their monk mentality is going to be able to pay off, or if they might want to get aggressive after that last one.
Yeah, for sure. The boys might be finding their tempo here. Once the players start to fall, it doesn't seem impossible to kill them, right?
Yep. And we'll see if they actually start and going for a pivot here. See, TMC is actually going to be going towards the B site.
Yeah, holding mid here, but St. Clair doesn't know that 3 players of Conestoga are in B.
No, and T's going to be going straight towards the spawn.
Yeah, T's going all the way around. Can he catch a rotate from Frags? Will find them. 3v3, no, 3v2.
Okay.
Can't he find another one?
Can't quite find him yet, but I think he knows something. St. Clair's onto him too. Looks like they're going to double peek. T finds 1. Can he find 3 though?
Ooh, what a shot from
Oh,
T!
he manages to get it. What?
Hot swap from T. Savvy. Unlucky here. T,
Man.
what a play. He
That
almost
was what a
pulled.
play.
Runs out of bullets. Pulls out the
Yeah.
handgun. Remember, kids, switch it to your secondary. It's always faster than reloading.
Exactly. You know, took a page out of John Wick's book for that one. Man, the jump shot into a hop swat into a 2K. Granted, he did die for it, but man, oh man, was that cool.
Yeah, amazing work for the boys. Got unlucky here at the end. J-Will was able to clear up Savvy, but I think that they're starting to get the right idea here of what to do to win these attack rounds.
Oh yeah. The pieces are coming together. They just need to finish the puzzle. But we'll have to talk about that a little bit later, as now it's time for the Condors to start defending once again. Do you think St. Clair's also going to hit B this time?
We'll see here. You know, they forgot the bomb.
Maybe
But
that's
they're coming
okay.
over towards A site. Another 3-man pop. They might try to do just a hard hit or the same thing they did before.
Yeah, they do have to be very careful of the cars, though, well, the Condors do, because last time that was a little bit of their downfall. They lost Savvy through the car bombs, and we'll see if Wrench is able to, maybe stay safe here, as things are actually quite slow for St. Clair. Not quite pushing up yet.
Yeah, just pulling a lot of noise here, trying to bait out the Yuto from the Condors. Taylor eats a grenade, but he takes it like a champ.
Yes, he does, but he finds the feet, though. Gets some chip damage off, but it's not quite enough to convert to a kill, as J-Will finds the first blood. And now Savvy's going to have to rotate over with the 1v3. Oh, it's a rough one.
but I think it's doable.
It's doable. Savvy with an AR in hand instead of his trusty sub, but I have believe in Savvy.
Oh, yeah. 100% believe in Savvy here. Might be finding the first one on his hit list. No, Frags finds him on his hit list, though.
Unlucky work. Still, fist bumps all across. We got to keep it up, guys. St. Clair 1 point away from the win here. The boys have to stay composed and just completely win out.
Yeah. Well, I have very much high faith in the boys because last attack round we were looking really good. We were very, very close to winning it. So let's see. St. Clair does manage to take this one, but again, the tides will always turn, especially in this game mode. Everybody's switching sides. Let's see what the Condors have in store. Is it another B hit? What do you think?
Let's see here. I don't want to make predictions. I want to let them make their shot calling. I have total confidence in what they take, what they choose. They're going for that same round 1 strat of 4 men down mid. Will it work this time?
Fair enough. T going to be finding an early gunfight, managing to find an early kill as well. Great stuff as Frags eats some pavement. And now T's actually going to be hopping into the bomb site. We're seeing all the players kind of scatter. Oh, unfortunately, Wrench finds himself in another 1v3 with the bomb in hand as well. And all of St. Clair running right over. Can he find one? Yes, he can. Can he find two? It's going to be coming up right on his left, but he can't quite get it. St. Clair takes map number 2. But let's see where we're going to be going for map number 3. Looks like we're going to be going into Vault, and you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe these double Vault games is what Conestoga needs to bring this out. But man, let's talk about this first. Let's talk about the current map right now. What were you liking when we were watching this?
Yeah, I was liking how the boys were playing it, but I feel like they fell into St. Clair's trap of being too passive. St. Clair slapped them up in a couple rounds, and they got a little scared. They didn't want to swing. The SMGs were not ready. And they just saw our game picked off and picked off and picked off. There wasn't a lot of trading. St. Clair was getting way too much value for their single-man holds.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. But, that's kind of the risk that you run when you run so many people going in the same direction. If you gamble right, then it's completely probably one of the best strategies in the game. But if you gamble wrong, all 4 of you are going to get stunned. And like you were saying, a lot of bad stuff can happen really quick.
Yeah.
But overall, I did like Conestoga's persistence when it came to especially pushing that A site. It showed that they know what the goal looks like. It shows that they know how they can actually get there. But it was just a little bit of that execution that really caught them off guard. But like we were saying before, maybe it was the dealership pick. Maybe St. Clair also was playing a lot of the dealership, and they were like, these guys don't have us off guard. We've got this on lock. But now my main question to you is, do you think that they're comfortable on the Vault?
I think that they're very comfortable on the ball. It's one of the base. It's one of the main maps that we have to play. I just think they're way too ready. Just clean heads, go to the washroom, get some water.
You know what? Hey, that's a great idea. You at home, if you've got to take a bathroom break, go do it because we'll see you in just a couple minutes.
Game begin.
Off-seas, we've been around for about two to 3 years now. We started during the pandemic. We started with virtual tournaments, getting students, from across the province to be able to play together. One of our short-term and long-term goals has been to, provide an opportunity for an in-person event. We actually have teams coming from all over the province. Some of the other titles that we've supported through OFSI has been League of Legends, Smash Brothers, Valorant. So we of course have Rocket League. And our most recent one will be Minecraft Education. So we try to choose whatever title our players want to play. So as long as we have demand for a title, that's the title we go with.
Dogs for sure. Always been a dog guy.
Cats. I think when I was younger, I'd probably go with cats, but I think as I grow up, probably dogs now.
I would say dogs for sure. I got a dog at home, so I like dogs better.
Hockey.
Soccer.
Definitely hockey. I've been a Bruins fan all my life, as controversial as that is. I love hockey.
I can't do anything with my feet right now, like soccer, I can't do it, so it'd have to be hockey for sure.
iPhone for sure.
iPhone.
iPhone. iPhone. Never touch an Android.
Night owl.
Night owl.
Definitely a nighthawk. I'm not good with mornings.
Definitely a night owl. Sleep schedule is not in the morning. That's why I'm going to bed.
Summer for sure. Yeah.
Winter.
Everything about summer except for the brutal heat.
It'll be winter for sure. I don't like the heat. And if you're cold, you can just warm up.
Twitter. I say Twitter.
Twitter.
Twitter for sure.
Gonna be Instagram. Never really hopped on Twitter until recently.
Multiplayer for sure.
Multiplayer.
I've always been a Call of Duty multiplayer guy my whole life. I got a bunch of friends that do single player, but multiplayer is for me.
Gonna be multiplayer. I like the competitiveness. I think when I retire from games, probably gonna go to more single player.
Chrome.
Chrome.
Used to be a Firefox guy, now I'm Chrome.
Never touched Firefox in my life, so it's gonna be Chrome. Energy drinks.
Coffee.
Gonna be energy drinks for sure.
Honestly, neither. All my caffeine comes from soda.
While Call of Duty is a pretty straightforward game, you may hear a couple unfamiliar terms while watching. Let's go over a few of them. ADS, or aim down sights. This one's pretty straightforward. It's the act of looking through a weapon's sights or scope for improved accuracy. Jump shot. Jumping before or while in a gunfight to make your character harder to hit. Slide canceling. A technique to quickly chain together tactical sprints, allowing for faster movement and evasive maneuvers. Pre-firing. Shooting at a location where an enemy is expected to appear before they actually are there. Head glitch. When you stand behind an object that covers your whole body except for your head, making you a harder target for your enemy to hit. Drop shot. A move where a player drops to the ground while simultaneously firing their weapon, making them a harder target to hit. Wall bang. Shooting through walls or other surfaces to damage or eliminate enemies. Keep an ear out for other terms, but hopefully this gets you ready to follow COD's fast-paced action.
And welcome back to the Call of Duty Championship between Conestoga College and St. Clair College. We hope that you got a breath and break in. We hope you grabbed your drink of choice. And speaking of, YG, are you coffee or energy drinks?
Energy drinks.
Energy drinks, okay. Any reason why, or you just all the way?
It's usually just when I need something cold, you know.
Okay, something really interesting. You know, typically when people think energy, they want hot, you know?
Yeah. In the winter, you know, coffee sounds nice, though.
Okay, valid. I think myself, I'm actually going to be much more energy drinks, and I'll tell you why. A couple weeks ago, actually, I had one too many cups of coffee, and I got a little bit too much into the caffeine, and it felt terrible. My hair was also a mess, but I like energy drinks because of, you know, stuff like Monster. There's so many new flavors of energy drinks. It feels like you can never see the end of an energy drink flavor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Energy drinks also give you that nice little, like you said, the little flavors. After I feel like you drink some mango or some peach.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, enough about the energy drinks, and let's talk about the game. All right, map number 1, that was very much in our favor. I think it was like a 60-70 point lead up against St. Clair. And then coming into map number 2, Dealership Search and Destroy, our Hail Mary map pick might not have been as Hail Mary as we thought, as St. Clair managed to take map number 2 in a 6-2 game series, I believe.
Yeah.
And now we're going to be heading into map number 3, which is going to be Vault, and it is also going to be, I believe it's Control Point?
Yeah, this should be our control on Vault first.
Yeah. I know we have a hard point on Vault as well. I just wasn't sure if that was map number 3. But anyway, we are going to be heading into a double Vault series, and I think that both teams are quite comfortable on the Vault. But the question is, who's going to be more comfortable?
Yeah, it's going to be a very hard question. Who's going to be more locked
Yeah.
in? Can St. Clair bring the momentum, or can the Condors stop it?
Honestly, very good question. I feel like the Condors can still have it in them, because I feel like with Dealership, that was a one-off map. You know, they were playing it a little bit on the weekend, but I mean, come on, who really plays Dealership, right? It's just a one-off thing. Don't worry about it. You know, it's like Taylor always says, you can't win the reverse sweep without.
But it's the first 2 maps, right?
Yeah. Anyway,
that.
that's going to be really funny for Taylor. You know, he always knocks me on quoting him too much, so that one's for you, buddy. But anyway, you know, it is Call of Duty, and tech pauses are bound to happen, so we are going to have to delay just a teensy tiny bit. We just got to reload, recuperate. But in the meantime, let's go back to that game. Honestly, what do you think the Condors needed to do to win that search and destroy?
Yeah, again, you know, just stay with that nice little aggressiveness. Do not give the Saints that much. Try to explore the map a little bit, or you know what? Sometimes you just say, screw it, take your one. Right?
Okay. What do you mean by take your one? Like, just kind of go whole hog on the gunfights?
Yeah, no, sometimes, like, I saw a little bit of, like, I don't want to say it, it's not my game, but, like,
right.
From a Valorant standpoint, as a Valorant player, sometimes you need that, like, push. You need to just get that man off the angle.
Okay, fair enough. And you know what? Maybe if they did have a little bit more aggression in them, although I feel like Conestoga was quite aggressive, but I think where they maybe could have changed up the strategy is in the player lanes, because we saw a lot of the times 4 players were always heading down the same place, and it's great. Again, like we were saying before, if you gamble right and you guess right, it's fantastic. Otherwise, like you said, if you're not able to push that guy off the angle with 4 people, it might be cooked.
Yeah, it might be a little cooked.
But regardless, heading into map number 3 here, do you know of any strategies that the Condors could be pulling out to just take the win on Vault, or is it all usually just the fundamentals that really boils down to it?
It's usually fundamentals. I have not a lot of a connoisseur or control for vaults. I usually see a lot of protocol and stuff like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
But in the vaults, I know a lot of the hardpoint strategies that we run here, and it's a lot of Savvy taking up that point and T and Taylor shredding them from far.
All right, well, let's see if Savvy can get his 40K, because a little bit ago we were doing an interview with him just before the games, and he said that he wants to drop at least a 40 bomb in one of the games. We're hoping that is one of these games, and T was also saying to me that the reason why him and Savvy work so darn well together is because while Savvy's mowing them down, Taylor is always T is always running around blocking all the spawns. So I'm hoping we can see some of that coordination and communication coming in clutch for map number 3.
Yeah, for sure. The vault can be a little scary sometimes, especially for those submachine gun players. There's a lot of long range lanes.
Yeah. Although I feel like once you're actually in the vault, just past money, you know what I mean, right? That place. I feel like the submachine guns are actually not too bad, because you can kind of poke up from gold, around gold anyways, and just kind of look for some cheeky kills. But yeah, it's a lot of it's very laney. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of ways that an AR can just smoke you from halfway across the map, and you'll never know. And if the point actually gets outside, then it's also very easy to play around that as well.
Yeah. I am not very aware when it comes to the control points. I do not know where they would be, but they'll be. Control is like another S&D. It's very hard, very harsh when you die. You do not want to leave your team down with less lives than they need to.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm hoping that we're able to take this one, but again, you never know what can happen. When it comes to Call of Duty, what is generally what you're hoping to get out of a search and destroy map number 1?
Like, out of a search and destroy, you're either trying to slap them across the face, a nice little sweep just to assert your dominance. Your guns are better. Once it gets a little too crazy in the search and destroy, you start doubting yourself in the other maps. You're like, ooh, maybe I have to take a step back.
Okay. Do you think that we're going to be seeing Savvy take out his patented... I think it was like a jackal or whatever you called it?
The jackal.
Yeah, the jackal. Do you think we're going to be seeing him pick that up? Because I don't think he had it in the past couple maps.
Yeah, no, I think Savvy might switch, but I don't know if this map, but for sure, once we go back to the hardpoint in the vault, he pulled that jackal back out.
All right, okay. Do you know of any other signature guns we have on the Condors?
The Condor, I'm pretty sure it's the M14 for the assault rifle.
Okay.
That is the standard.
And who usually runs that?
T and Taylor.
Oh, they both run the M14.
Yeah.
Okay. So then does Wrench also run the jackal, or does he go with something different?
The jackal as well.
Okay, well, there we go. And based on what you've seen from the enemies, do you know if they were running jackals as well? Yeah. Okay. Also M14s on the ARs. Wow. Okay. Bit of a mirror match going on then. Is this standard?
Yeah, this is standard.
Okay.
Competitive COD. There's when it comes to COD, there's some guns that's that much better than the others.
Yeah.
The
okay.
Jackal takes the reign, and the M14 takes the reign.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we get another mirror match here as we head over to Control on Vault as our map number 3, and then followed by that, we're going to be seeing Hardpoint also on Vault.
Yeah, see it.
Yeah. Deep breath, guys. Deep breath. You know, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. With St. Clair. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
That's a draw, actually. That was just a little sneak peek of what's going on because, you know, this game is going to be so awesome that, you know, we just want to give you a little teaser. I'm pretty sure that St. Clair is going to be attacking, though, regardless.
Yeah, for sure. A couple little tech issues.
Yeah, it's nothing we haven't dealt before with in Call of Duty. You know, hey, 7's on the way. Have you played it yet?
What?
7, Call of Duty 7.
Oh, Kaboyo 7? Oh, yeah, it's amazing. I got convinced by Taylor, actually, to buy the beta.
Oh, yeah, okay. And is it worth?
Fun. It's fun.
Nice. How do you feel about the wall bouncing?
That actually adds that extra little bit of like,
Really?
you know what? I cannot take this angle. You know, sometimes in Black Ops 6 you have you have an AR posted on that, and instead of just swinging him, let me just jump off a wall.
Hey, yeah, you know what? Fair enough. I actually do like the Omni movement, I believe it's called, in the Call of Duty that we're seeing right now.
Yep.
It does make your character a lot harder to hit, but it just makes you that much more flexible in those situations. Although I feel like maybe wall jumping is maybe a step too far, and maybe that's a crazy take. I don't know. I haven't played it quite yet, but I don't know. I feel like that's not very military-esque.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah, it's taking that nice little Call of Duty, going back to their little like futuristic stance.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like to the Black Ops, the OG, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, with their very high tech, but it's fun. I think it's fun.
We'll see where she goes, and we'll see where this game goes as we get back into control points on Vault. Oh, baby. All right, that was just the pump fake, and now we're actually going to be getting into the real deal. Everyone's on the right teams, and we're going to be getting the guns blazing in just a couple seconds. YG, who do you think's drawing first blood?
I think I have to go for my man Savvy. He
All
is
right.
too ready. Look at him jittering his knife and his SMG already.
That's the right answer. We're seeing Savvy go a little crazy right off the bat as we start counting our players down for absolute carnage. 1 second left, and here we go. St. Clair are going to be on attack. Condor's going to be defending. Both 28 lives in the tank.
Oh, look at that. I actually made a mistake. Just correct myself. For the COD watchers, it's actually the AMS 85 for the AR.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
Okay, hey, no worries. I wouldn't have caught that as T's going to be trading some tacks, but also gets eating some bullets. Savvy might be finding one. There we go. And now we're going to see, I'm pretty sure they want to go in contest for this area. Taylor's going to find one person, but he doesn't know there's a second on site. And they managed to make progress. They managed to make 2 ticks of progress, and A is almost theirs. Only a minute and 15 seconds remaining. Branch, unfortunately, caught off guard as well. But now all the Condors are starting to regroup. They might be able to make a power play here, as they are up 1 member. Wrench manages to get 1, but now T's going to have to try to continue the play. Pre-fires it, but just hits the wall. The grenade also not able to find it.
Yeah, just trying here, just trying to stay alive. T, can he find one? Does a lot of damage. Falls again to a grenade. Spawning out. Wrench gets the trade. Getting jumped.
Oh, couldn't quite find it, though. Savvy, though, back in the action. Actually, they're going to be able to clear it, but he seems to forget about one person who might have been just in the corner. And now T's going to have to try to pick things up once again, but he's going to have to hop out. He might have to go through lights and money, or he's going to be starting to block off the spawns like he's always like he's used to.
Having the SMG ready, the Jackal in hand switches back to the AR. Falls. B is already getting contested by the Saints. 17 to 13 lives here. A little dandy.
It's very much swinging in the favor of St. Clair for now, but now Taylor's got this great angle on window, and we're hoping that this can transition into a map win as Savvy slides in, and now they're going to be defending the B site. Actually,
Whole team clear.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, they tied up the game here, 13 to 13. Favor for no team, and actually Savvy's going to make the lives in favor of the Condors with 1 free kill in the pool, but now he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, doesn't know where to go, finds another one. Actually going to be able to throw the stun grenade and get him off his trail for now, but he slides right into his crosshairs and he gets a 2-piece.
Nice, great shooting from Savvy. Oh my word, he is staying composed. Range!
Oh, there we go.
A little bit of a whiff from the Saints player, but he gets it, making it 9-12. The Condor still posted up towards this B site.
Now he's going to be able to find another kill pretty soon. Looks like someone's going to be heading out double doors, but no, they jump out of the lobby instead. And now T is going to be way back behind palm trees, near dirt, I believe it is. And Taylor's going to chuck a grenade over, but it doesn't seem to hit anyone.
Yeah, just holding out here. The Saints have to be really careful here. They only have a team and a half's worth of lives left. Now only 6 lives as Savvy is behind them, and they are not aware.
Ooh,
Gets
that's going to be
one.
5. Can he find 2? Not quite yet, but now both trophy systems are down for the side of St. Clair, so that gives Condors a lot more safety in terms of what they can and can't do and how far they can actually approach the site. As Wrenches, he's looking to find another free kill, and he gets it, I believe. Snipes him in the back of the head and finds another gunfight against Perk.
Timing!
Oh! Oh, that was rough to watch, but now Savvy's going to be back on it. 3 lives to 5. No more spawns for St. Clair's now. Only Perk and J-Will are going to be left on the map. Perk manages to win his gunfight. But now...
Find them. Just falls off. Wrench are clear, and St. Clair on the bomb site
There we go,
finds
there's
one. 1v2. They're a little scary here. They have the time, but have to wait for Savvy before contesting. They're going to try to sandwich him. Savvy comes across.
There we go. That's the
Great
pinch.
stall.
Great stuff from the Condors. And you know what? I think they learned from last round, because last round they were very aggressive. That round they were very, very disciplined. He could have very well pushed up to take that fight himself, but he knew that if he waited, he would guarantee it.
Yeah, just the wait there. Wrench, probably the Savvy call came in with give me time, give me time.
Exactly. Fantastic play as well. And hey, you know, credit where it's due. Perk got some fantastic kills on the Condors there.
Yep.
Clutch moments. Almost hit a 4K.
Yeah, very close. Thank God for T that was there to clean it all up for the Condors. Coming into the defensive side, no, the attacking side now, the Condors here. Savvy, 9-5. T, 8-4. They're looking great, looking amazing. Gonna be going straight in through pool up to the left side of the map.
There we go. Frags with the first blood. And Taylor left to try to hold the point against 2 members. Oh, but he can't quite get the timing.
T gets the refrag. Wrench all
there we
over
go.
him. And the Condors will get at least 1 tick on this A-bomb site.
Savvy hanging around elbow, but now manages to make it up to stairs. Finds another person, though. He manages to catch him while he's climbing. Could he find a second? Potentially a third as they're all starting to swarm around him. His T manages, almost gets caught off guard, but he's able to keep it open. Keep
And
it
A
closed
side
down.
already secured. Very little lives used for the Condors. Wow, St. Clair's left scrambling, trying to rotate back to defend B side. Whoa, he gets caught timing.
All right, great stuff for the Condors with a... Ooh, hold on there. Manages to get the trophy system down. That's pretty huge. Now the car can't be blown up nearly as easily, and TFC managed to get another kill for the road. And now they're actually going to be defending point B, actually. I'm surprised they managed to wipe us out quite early, but the lives are still very much in the Condors' favor. 20-24. Savvy managing to get 1 kill. Can he find 2? Not quite. He thought he finished it, but he didn't. But there we go. Has to double back and check. And now the Condors look to have a free B site.
Yeah, amazing work from the boys here. They're cleaning up St. Clair. They're looking a lot more confident. That break did him justice. 1 tick remaining. TMC blocks the spawn. St. Clair trying to scramble to the bomb site.
And I don't think it's going to matter. They do manage to contest. Now Savvy's in a rough situation, and it does matter, actually. Couldn't quite win the 2v1, but now Wrench, he has another option here, but that's that patience coming in. He's saying, all right, I can go in, but it's better if we wait for the entire team to come back. Only issue is Savvy might be caught off guard as there's 2 players that are going to be surrounding him. And now he could be in a bit of a rough spot.
T coming up through the flank. Savvy finds one on the hill. Rotating around, just hitting them with a pump fake. Show presence heal, show presence there. Go around.
What?
Savvy
Savvy wins it.
What a turn from Savvy. T finds one, gets another one. Does he know about the player below him? He has all the control from the B bomb site. All 1 plays remaining. J-Will gets dropped. The Condors are posted up on all defensive positions, entrenched in this hill, and it will fall. The Condors take the round. Oh, last minute contest.
Wait, not quite yet. Savvy manages to find 1 kill, but he gets 2 instead. And can he get 3, though? He's left with this final challenge. If he manages to win the gunfight, that is going to be the point for his team. Gets the 3-piece, and that looks to be the point. Yes, sir, that's how we do it. Closing out the round for his team. Talk about clutch.
Great work from Savvy. The camera switches off him, making us believe that the round was over, but Savvy cleans up what it looked like to be a 1 round into a lost round, into a 1 round again. Look at him go.
Yes, sir, that's 2, and there we go. That's just 3. He slides right onto the point at the very last tick, and if he won the gunfight, it might have been over for the Condors, but Savvy said, no thank you. blasted him straight through the face and sent his team into a 2-0 lead for Vault.
Amazing work from Savvy. Just look at him work. 20 and 8 in this control.
Woo-wee. Quite a lot of kills. Not quite the 40 bomb that we're hoping for, but hey, maybe we're going to see him warm right up in the second Vault, but we'll get to that when we get there. Because now the round is going to be starting off again with Condors on the offensive.
They already got a 3-piece. The Saints are left one player alive. Will be spawning out. Taylor getting up close and personal towards Palms.
And Wrench as well. He's holding down money. He's feeling that someone's coming in here, but he hasn't quite seen him yet. Savvy, unfortunately, got a little bit of COD timing, got caught throwing his tactical. And now T's going to try to take a longer fight with the SMG, but it doesn't quite go in his favor as St. Clair is able to pick up the play.
Wrench coming in here, getting close, getting to. Oh, there's another player behind him. Can't find Jay, will get straight. It's Savvy coming around. Will he know about frags? Gets the kill.
Sees him in the window, and he manages to strike when the opportunity presented itself. T takes out the pistol, but not quite taking the fight. Taylor might be catching somebody on dirt. Actually quite lucky as the spawns might be in jeopardy for St. Clair. And now Wrench is left to hold down the fort on the A site. Finds two, but can he find three? Yes, he can.
T holds the spawn outside on Palms. Yeah, it's one. Savvy will get the trade, though. There you go. 16 to 22 on lives. Saints have not controlled the A bomb site yet. They are still very close. Wrench trying to stall him out here still. A little more time.
Honestly, not that bad, though, as the Condors have a 5-life lead. Make that 6 if Wrench has something to say about it, and he certainly does. Condor is now able to start clearing some of this A-site progress, but it looks like St. Clair are okay with that as they start to pivot towards the B-site. Wrench finding another kill in close, and now he's going to have to look through double doors to find another. Takes some chip damage and can't quite see it.
It's okay, 12 to 19, 28 seconds left. The Saints bunkered up on the A hill. We start to fall. Let's not give too many lives. I think the call coming in, just stall out. The B bomb site's still ours.
28 seconds remain, like you were saying, still a 5-life lead for the Condors, but now it's starting to get worrisome, because if you drop too many lives, you're going to have no more spawns left, and TMC takes a 2-piece for his team. Great stuff, as now he's going to be hanging around Palms. He might be finding another in dirt. Yes, he does. He's got to be careful, as there's going to be a player playing up top, and they manage to snipe him.
He got his money's worth. He got his money's worth from the live.
No spawns remaining for St. Clair, and now they're going to start sweating as Condor has 13 lives to play with. They could trade 3 people for 1 person 3 times, and they would still have 1 person left to spare. The deck is stacked against St. Clair, but with 1 minute remaining, could they turn it around?
Yeah, St. Clair put into a search and destroy situation. 2 players remaining. Savvy getting hungry for it. 30 bomb from him already.
Could he find it there? Push up. Oh, can't quite see it. But, hey, 30 kills still quite good. That's like 10 kills a round, basically.
It is. He's averaging that nice little 10 kills per round, which is 30% of the enemy team every single point.
And there we go. Now St. Clair's really got to start sweating. They might be running right into Wrench. Ooh, actually, T might be finding another person. There we go. 1 person left against 10 lives of the Condors. Do they want to just let him live a little bit to give it to Savvy?
Maybe. He's stunned.
Gets stunned, and now they're going to start playing with their food a little bit. Savvy, there we go, takes the cake for the 31 bomb. Very close to 40, but no dice just yet. And that's going to be the 3-0 lead for the Condors, and they take map number 3.
Yep.
And get ready for it to happen again, because we're going to be heading into Vault for round number 4 in just a little bit. But YG, what were some of your favorite moments in that game, aside from what we're seeing on stream?
Yeah, so just the way that the boys are playing, you know, getting that life restriction a little bit off. They're just shrugging it off. I love what I'm seeing. The shooting. Look at the damage. Everybody's on the board right now.
And Savvy, the only member above 3,000 damage. Surely that's got to be a record at this point. And look at that. Damage around 1,000. Over 1,000, in fact. Like, how many headshots is that, do you think?
That's quite a bit. That's
quite a bit.
Whole man's worth. 10 man's worth every single round.
Yeah, and we'll see if we can do it again here. But honestly, like I was saying, when the match first kicked off, it's that patience that I think really did the Condors some good. You know, there were a lot of times where they could have pushed up. They could have taken the unadvantageous fight and could have maybe got a great clip, but at the end of the day, if they lost it, it could have cost their team the life lead. And I'm very glad that they didn't go for those fancy clips, because now they got a map on their hands. They're back on the board, getting the 1 map advantage for their team, making the series 2-1 as of right now.
Yeah, for sure. Like that confidence is gonna be great. Now you're going to hardpoint. You're removing that life restriction, so you can even go more ham. Right now, you're in St. Clair's head. You are dominating.
Yeah. No doubt you're in their head. After that one person was alive with 10 Condor lives remaining, they had to have been sweating.
Yep.
And especially because I think the Condors were starting to play with their food. They were letting him live so that one of their members could get a better KDA. You know, and if that doesn't say teamwork, I don't know what does.
Yeah, exactly. Just boosting up like that. It's savvy MVP performance he's pulling out in this NACE first group stage.
I couldn't agree more. And, you know, back when it comes to Vault, because we're actually going to be seeing it on the hard point. Like you were saying, you're not going to be bound by lives in this one. What do you think are some of the things that we're going to be seeing in this one, aside from a potential 40 bomb?
I think, you know, besides the 40 bomb, we're gonna start seeing a lot of more ballsy plays being made.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah.
You know, we saw at the end there, Taylor pushing up our outside palms and getting the repeats. It's like, what is going on there?
Honestly, great aim as well. I'm hoping that he keeps his aim and he's standing up now, making sure to get his stretches in. And I just hope that he doesn't get out of the zone. You know what I mean? Like when you're playing those fast-paced games or really any game and you get in the zone, sometimes taking a break could be detrimental because you get yourself out of that zone. And as a pro player yourself, how do you make sure that you stay in the zone?
I do what Taylor does in between the games. I stand up, I do some stretches, but I do not do anything else. I'm only thinking about the game.
Okay, and that's how you stay locked in?
Yeah, I just stay thinking about the game, keep on looking back at my team, and think about what I could do better for the next one.
All right, and based on what we've seen, what do you think we could have done better in that last round?
For the last round, the
hard
last
to
point,
say, but
that's amazing.
Oh, it was fantastic. But if you had to like really nitpick, what would you say?
Nitpick. There was a little bit of solo plays here and there. You know, sometimes
right.
a little more discipline can be there, but no, they were amazing. There's nothing to take away from their win. These guys are playing amazing COD.
Oh yeah, and we'll see if they can keep it up. And, you know, even if they don't, I feel like this is the map where you do kind of want to go for the flashy plays because even if the worst comes to worst and you have to completely choke the map, it's still just going to be 2-2. Like, you tied it up, and at the rate the series is going, Conestoga always takes one, then St. Clair's gets one. So with that rate, we're still winning.
Yep.
So I'm sure Conestoga is going to be very happy heading into this last one. No questions asked. But honestly, do you think we're ever going to see any kind of loadout switch-ups?
No, I'm not pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay, I'll try.
COD watchers, there is a standardized like loadouts, things you can and cannot use for professional COD.
Yes.
And I believe that a lot of these things fall outside of that realm.
Ah, bummer. Well, you know what? You're probably right. And Taylor was actually telling me a while ago that there was a lot of gentlemen's agreements around like certain attachments and certain weapons specifically for that reason.
Yep.
All right, well, you know, if that's the case, when it comes to kill streaks, do you think we're going to be seeing anything different? Because we were seeing the cruise missile the first time. It's, I mean, I assume we're probably going to be seeing it again.
Yeah, I think the cruise missile is the only one you can use.
Yes.
And then when it comes to search, though, you are allowed a little RCXD.
Ooh, okay. Hey, a little toy cars never hurt anybody until they have a bomb strapped to them. But neither here nor there. We're hoping that we can see some more action, some pedal to the metal, some real grit and grime coming out from the boys. There you go. T's wiping off his hands. He's getting ready. He's getting fierce.
Yep. Have to stay locked in. Fist bumps all around. Coming into hardpoint now.
There we go. Deja vu, ladies and gentlemen. Just kidding. It's map number 4. The Condors going head-to-head up against St. Clair, one of our biggest rivals in the history of our esports program. And right now it's very much in their favor with a 2-1 lead in favor of the Condors as they took map number 1, being hardpoint on Hacienda. They lost map number 2 in a search and destroy on Dealership, winning game number 3 as control point on Vault. And we're heading back into the bank with, what is it?
Hardpoint.
There we go. Hardpoint on the Vault. There we go. So here we go, starting off in just a mere 3 seconds with the Condors starting on the offensive.
And let's see how it goes. Taylor going for that nice little grenade lineup. Will it connect? Who knows? T taking over the stairs, gets connected by a grenade. That must hurt.
It does hurt. He's only left with 20 health, but he's going to have to play his health here as he tries to heal back up around stairs. Now he's potentially going to get pinched here as the players are starting to swarm around his location. But now the Condors are looking like they have a plan in action.
Thinking up the flank here, taking the fight from the Saints from their spawn, and they clear up the entirety of the hill. The Condors take control of the hill again, and the Saints are spawning out.
Yeah, they do have to be careful with the Saints because they have complete control over lights and palms, basically, as now they're starting to push up in a staircase, as well as potentially even gold. No, there's no way.
What a shot from T, but gets traded out.
Wrench now, unfortunately gets traded out as well. Tried to hold an angle, but he couldn't quite get it.
Savvy now holding the rotator B2 right now.
Now Savvy's, he might be caught in a really bad spot. Gets one, gets two, how does he do it? That patented SMG is too much to handle. T, unfortunately, not going to be able to win his gunfight, but now Taylor's going to have to try to pick up the play as P2 is just underway with 45 seconds on the clock.
Savvy gets another 2-piece at the back.
No way. Yes, he does. Wrench now taking a little bit of a dip, making sure to cool off in between his rampages, and Savvy finds another. Can he find another 2-piece? Throws the grenade, but he can't quite get it as he gets shot from dirt. And now T is left to try and figure out where this other player is, as P2 is still in great progress for Conestoga, but I might have spoken too soon with 20 seconds remaining. Now it is very much in St. Clair's favor. Taylor's going to try to hold down Elbow, but it looks like they're going to be pivoting already.
Yeah, 10 seconds left on this hill, and this is really strange, but the Condors have pivoted towards a 3 AR composition. Savvy's on an AR right now. Look at him go, holding up bombs.
Okay, interesting. Well, you know what? We were talking about the loadout switch-ups earlier. I'm glad we got to see it. Let's see if the adaptation pays off. As Wrench manages to kick things off with 1 kill for himself, Savvy might be continuing with another kill. He's struggling a little bit and gets shot in the back. Not quite able to take it, but lets T take the cake.
Yeah, T gets that trade. The Saints posted up on this P3. Taylor finds one relentlessly. Gets traded. No, he stays alive. Savvy goes around the round. Gets traded off. Unlucky, but T posted up on this hill, but falls. Wrench. Can he come around and secure the hill back for the Condors?
Not quite yet. Actually, no, I might have lied. Never mind. As, no. Maybe, I don't know. St. Clair is still very active around the area. They're currently playing Ring Around the Rosie on statue, but it's not going to be enough for Savvy. He's done playing games, and he's here to beat you up and take all the points from his team. Taylor, not unfortunately going to be lucky enough to win his gunfight, but now we might be pivoting already as the hard point is going to be switching once again, and Condors are already over there. But the score is very, very even.
Yeah, P4 coming now. Leaving the... Who is that? Park.
Oh, man.
All the way, just 1 HP. Wrench doesn't catch him.
Ooh. Oh, as well, man. St. Clair barges down through the doors and is able to get another kill, securing them the point lead. So a player lead on the point. And now he's going to try to even it out. Can he find it? There we go. There's another pistol kill. Another hot swap for T. He knows what's going on. As Wrench is going to be dashing into the hard point with his teammates. And now they're going to have to try to catch a person on the stairs. But can he find him? He sees him. Come on, Wrench. No, not quite enough. Tries to pull a T, but he can't quite do it.
Yeah, J-Wall getting shut down right outside here. Gets perked. Holding down. Hold up. T gets caught outside.
Frags on the flank.
Saint holding out their push-out. Not on the hill yet, but they're just holding out the Condors to make him not be able to rotate out of the hill and find 2. The Condors forced to spawn out from the hill, but we get a double trade from Savvy and Wrench.
Yeah, honestly, it's not bad. We do kind of lose the spawn war for now, but Savvy is he's not going to be taking that lightly, as he unfortunately does get caught, but he's going to be back in the action in just a couple seconds. Trophy's system blocks a smoke grenade from Wrench, but TMC is going to be able to pick up the play. As another person dies in the pool, and now we're starting to see things kind of slow down.
A lot of trades coming in. Both teams playing about the same level of COD here. Just cannot pull them apart. They're both trading each other so well. Look at that. One falls, gets another one. Wrench!
Oh, not quite enough. Almost had the 2-piece, but now Savvy's in a great position. Might be able to find the 2-piece of himself. Oh, not quite. Gets stunned and has to back away. Taylor finds, no, doesn't quite find one, but they still have a lot of points in their favor.
T finds one, gets traded. It's an absolute slaughter. It's just trade. Nobody getting 2 pieces anymore. Wrench gets caught. Can we get the trade now? And there it is. Savvy gets another one. We get another trade. 3v1. 2 players remaining on the Saints on this hill. Taylor and Savvy running up on the P2 here.
We can trade all we want, but at the end of the day, what matters is the points. And right now, St. Clair's taking the cake with 115 to 96 in favor of St. Clair. And now, actually, I might have spoken too soon already, as the Condors have managed to capture it with St. Clair nowhere in sight. Just kidding. J. Will manages to get right back onto the point as I say that, and now a lot of the members are looking to cut off elbow and looking to hold pool.
Great work from Wrencher. Savvy gets a
there we go.
flank! And the Condors, St. Clair spawning out, will get the remaining points from this and will be able to get set up!
Not quite enough. Savvy, the vision was there, but TMC's going to pick up the kill. Can he find a second? No, not quite. Had to reload, but unfortunately there was not enough cover for him.
Look at these two teams go at it. 121 to 121. TMC going for a pawn outside and gets caught.
Now T's going to have to try to pick up the play. Try to play around the palm trees as he knows there's someone in their spawn. J. Will having a great location right now. Could block quite a lot of spawns while getting a lot of free damage, as that angle is going to be very hard to clear. But Savvy's able to get them off the point for now. The question is, can they snowball it into another point lead? As St. Clair snowballed theirs into a 10-point lead. TMC is going to come up from behind, manages to get the kill, and is now going to be turning that same point against St. Clair.
Taylor with a great flank, picking two players off. We get the trades, we get it going. Taylor, can he find
Gets
another
stunned.
1 HP?
Oh, he pushes and he manages to get the kill. That's the solo play coming in clutch, like 10 HP left, and now he's back up to full. But we'll see if he notices the player who's going to be sneaking up behind him, Mr. Zarin.
Yeah, seeing is trying to find Taylor holding his rotate off while the Condors are already set up at P3, or his P4 actually, sorry. Coming in, cuts off the rotate.
Cuts off the rotate. You know, Taylor doing work as he got quite a lot of kills from up there. Now Wrench is going to be trying to hold one of the houses. He has to back off as the grenade comes in. Can he find one? Yes, he can. Can't quite find the second, as T is still going to be playing in the house. And let's see, where's the next hard point at?
Yeah, it's gonna go back straight to the middle. This is P4. We will get back to P1, which is just in the middle of the building. 148 to 151. And we get back on the site. Only one player remaining. Is it Perk? I can't see, but are we aware that he's on top?
I don't think so. Oh, actually, we might have a good idea now, as the comps are starting to come in. 10 seconds remaining. Condor's actually able to swing the points in their favor. I believe for the first time this match, so this could be the beginning of the end for St. Clair. 148 to 168, and Wrench just going bonkers, finding a two-piece.
Yep. There's a really great teamwork from the Condors. Everybody in similar amounts of kills. Savvy 22, T 20, and Taylor with 17 of his own. Wrench on the point. And T cuts off the spawn as he loves. Mr. Spawn caught off himself.
Oh, there we go. T unfortunately gets traded, but he does find one, and now Taylor's hanging around dirt, moving into lights. Almost doesn't quite find a kill in money, but they do know where a lot of the St. Clair players are now, as Wrench is going to try to find the play here, but he can't. He does manage to see them. Gets a two-piece. Can he get the three-piece? Yes, he can. Oh, but he gets traded out in the end. But now we're going to be seeing T take a little bit of a back alleyway approach to this fight. We don't quite know where he's cooking up, but he's certainly getting a lot of kills. Gets caught with his pants down, unfortunately, as we turn our attention back to Wrench, who's now, unfortunately, gets traded as well. TMC, can he pick up the play? Maybe. Grenades are going to be going off. Can't quite find anybody. Gets one. Can he find two? As the point switches. Minute on the clock.
Open. Taylor getting on the point here. There's a lot of hero play going on for St. Clair. This is the third time J-Will, Frags, and Perk have had 5Ks of their own.
And I think Savvy's going to be heading up there too with 26 kills to his name in total. And now T honestly going to be getting up there too with 23 to his name.
Great stun. Just sets it up for Savvy.
Oh,
Savvy wants more.
Can he find the three-piece? They know it's coming. No, they don't. Oh, they do know it's coming. Scratch that. Savvy not able to find the three-piece, but Wrench taking a dip in the pool, managing to skewer a whole lot of points for his team. And T unfortunately loses the fight on elbow, but now the point is going to be swinging back in just 12 seconds. Where's it coming next?
It's going to be coming into the outside of mid. Taylor kind of caught off. Everybody scrambling to get to that hill first. Are we aware of what St. Clair is cooking?
Maybe.
With what believes we Frags coming up in our flank here.
Oh.
Finds T, but gets infiltrated.
Zorayan able to find a cheeky kill, but now Wrench is on the point with Savvy making sure to back him up. He finds one and he pushes the other way off the point. Wrench as well might be getting a one kill for himself. Oh, the info's not there, and T unfortunately loses the fight as well. And now Savvy still in this area. It's going to take a lot to clear him out, and he is deadly in that long range with the AR. Can't quite find one. There we go.
Taylor kills him.
Teammate picking up the play. Now T finds a freebie. Now he's playing around pillars. As he catches one, that's going to be heading over to Savvy. He gives him the comms and gives him the info and gives him his 31st kill of the match.
Such a close game. Neither of these teams won this series. They want it. They want it bad. The points swing for the Condors. As we have Savvy already posted up on P4, cutting off the rotates, gets his 32nd kill of the map, and the Condors get P4 already.
Could this be the 40 bomb we've been hoping to see with 208 to 220? I feel like at this point maybe you want to put the KDAs aside and just to secure this map, because St. Clair is one of our biggest rivals in the history of the esports program. They're making it very hard, and they're making their point known that they are nothing to be messed with. But Savvy has another thing to say about that as he gets a 2-piece, and now that could be maybe a 3-piece coming in hot. There we go.
Savvy has 5 kills on this life. 5K for Savvy, 241 to 242, and it seems like if we cut off J-Will, we will be winning 248 to 208. Contested 250.
There we go. They're trying to run for it, but
it's
it's not quite enough. The Condors managed to take the last and final round of the series, tying up the game. Well, not tying it up, but smashing the game into a 3-1 victory, 208 to 250. Very close games from everybody. Let's take a look at the replays.
Savvy, the amazing shooting, switching to the AR and the SMG at the same time. Look at the man go. Long range, short range, it does not matter to this man. He is a monster.
Oh, baby. Yep, it was, oh man, not quite the 40 bomb we were hoping, but definitely the clips we needed to see. Let's take a look at the damage. He's putting up 4.5K. My God.
That is insane. A one-man army. But look at Taylor. Look at T. 3,200 and 3,300 respectively.
Oh, yeah. Definitely nothing to sneeze at, but man, oh man, is it ever hard to compete with Savvy. The AR, submachine gun, bullet man, demon, he just doesn't miss, I'm convinced.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what range you're fighting at. He will challenge you.
He will challenge you, and much more often than not, he's going to be winning, you know?
Yep.
Great match from all players, but St. Clair, good luck next time, baby, as we're able to take it and make ourselves 5-1.
Yep. Just going on. Great work from the boys. They're looking very confident. Making a 5-1 will just give them that little edge to get over that nice little loss that we got unlucky.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm pretty sure our opponents are going to be watching this VOD and thinking, uh-oh, we better figure something out ASAP. Don't take him to dealership. Or maybe they do want to play on dealership, because I think that was the only map that we actually dropped in that series. But definitely our opponents are going to want to avoid vaults, because we've seen a lot of crazy plays on that map. Probably some of the best stuff in the series.
Yeah, some crazy plays. Everybody was going insane. 5K from this guy, 5K from Savvy, 5K from Taylor.
Yeah. Constant trades, constant communication, constant rotates. Both teams were thinking one step ahead, but honestly, I think Conestoga was thinking even more one steps ahead, because every single time there was a point switch, you could bet that Savvy or T was going to be holding one of those houses through window and just smoking everybody that came on through.
Yeah, for sure. They were cleaning everybody up. There was nothing they could do. They were running riots in that game.
Map 1, it was pretty close. Very well played by both teams, but in the end, Conestoga did take it. And in map number 2, we unfortunately did lose it, but it was that patience that let us win maps number 3 and 4.
Yeah, and just amazing work, amazing calling. We could see the comms. A lot of the times the flank gets caught, and there's a turn comes in last minute and a kill. Very critical moments to turn a map.
Super clean. And hey, if you liked what you saw today, make sure you stick around and hit the socials at Condors Esports. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram, and you can catch all our awesome updates. So if you're ready to see the boys in white and gold play another day on Call of Duty Varsity or Academy, make sure you drop them a follow. I'm Gareth Horn, and I am out with Ignacio.
Yep.
Offseas, we've been around for about two to 3 years now. We started during the pandemic. We started with virtual tournaments, getting students, from across the province to be able to play together. One of our short-term and long-term goals has been to, provide an opportunity for an in-person event. We actually have teams coming from all over the province. Some of the other titles that we've supported through OFSI has been League of Legends, Smash Brothers, Valorant. So we of course have Rocket League. And our most recent one will be Minecraft Education. So we try to choose whatever title our players want to play. So as long as we have demand for a title, that's the title we go with.